Yo, what's up, everybody? And we're here and we're back with more energy and more excitement than ever. I'm your host, your boy, Mac Diesel, the host with the most, the best, better than the rest. Welcome back to another episode of The Bakery. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my heart and my mind for a while. It kind of runs through my brain here and there. Not all the time, but here and there. Okay, I'm lying. All the time. But I've been holding off on it because I've been trying to deal with it and talk to God about it. And, you know, my emotions have just been splurging throughout my body. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to talk about kids and dating. It may be more about kids than dating, but we'll see what happens. We'll dive into it. We'll keep going and see, you know, how I'm feeling and things like that. And then, of course, we'll do our music, our studio sesh, and then we'll also jump into movies and friends, and that'll be it. So, without further ado, Without further ado, let's get it cracking, let's get it popping, let's get it going. So let's talk about it. Let's just jump into it, right? So me, 27, young guy, handsome as ever, striving, just grinding his butt off, right? I have recently been more than normal, been having a lot of, like, I don't want to call them visions, but a lot of signs of children and getting asked if I'm getting married. Am I married? Do I have a girlfriend? And it's a lot. It's a lot to really take in and think about, because I don't typically try to think about that kind of stuff. Yes, of course, you know, I eventually want to fall in love and do the thing that grown-ups do when they're dating and they start to love one another and, you know, just are a team at the end of the day, right? But I feel like it's just not my time yet, and I can't exactly say or figure out why, although I feel like I know. And a lot of it is, you know, healing internally and mentally preparing myself for when the time comes for me to start dating somebody seriously. I have dated many, I can't say dated, I have interacted and communicated with very many different women. I've had a total of maybe 3 girlfriends, and of course, unfortunately, they did not work out. But, you know, I never let that really stop me. The only problem is trying to bounce back and get back into the motion of dating and thinking about kids in my future. So it's been on hold for a while. Very much so. I'm not going to tell you how many years it's been, but that's just no. It's been a while. So when I think about all these signs of kids and, you know, children and marriage and things like that, I often think, well, when is it my turn? You know, when does my time come in? And I say that humbly, not necessarily looking for it right now, but eventually it's like, when is it my time? I have plenty of nieces and nephews. I have godchildren. Love them all to death. Some of my favorite kids in the world that are not my own. And I don't think it's weird that I don't have kids yet. Obviously, there's a reason why. It's not up to me. It's up to him. He's the one that's controlling my life. He's the one that lets me know what's right and what's wrong. So I can't argue with him. It's his choice. It's not up to me. Of course, I could just go willy-nilly and be like, oh, yeah, I got this girl pregnant. I'm having a kid. No, I'm not doing that. Won't. But I think about kids and, you know, it's just an amazing thought. It's a little scary, but I also kind of give myself some space to, like, think about what my life would be like if I did have kids at an early age. You know, thinking about it, I was in college for most of my life, or the beginning of my adult life, from 2017 to 2022, that was prime time college years. Going to school, working on my grades, trying to do the best I can, finding a career that I liked, or not even a career, but more so a degree that I would be in love with and fall in tune with. And it was a bumpy road, because there would be days I'd be very upset, and there would be days I'd be happy. There would be days I get sad, and there would be days that I'm motivated. But it was always something that made me function here, there, upside down, sideways, the whole nine. And I never really had the chance to sit and think about kids and what my kids would be like. But I knew how I wanted to raise them. Growing up, for me at least, it was a lot of discipline. It was a lot of doing the right thing. It was a lot of being raised the way that my mother saw fit. And I didn't always have my father around. He was, being him, doing the things that he was doing. And it was just me and my mom all the time. And she raised me, I feel like, the perfect way. I feel like I am a mix of everything that anybody would love and adore. And that's not to be cocky or anything, even though I'm him. But, I feel like I was created and molded in a way that can't be reciprocated or duplicated. And that's not to say everybody else is not like that either, because we're our own person. But I feel like I'm one of the most unique people in the world. Now, with that and how I grew up, I know for sure that if I do have children, I know how I'm going to raise them, how I want them to be raised, and what kind of household I want to run. I know for a fact that I don't want to be in a situation where I do have a child and me and the mother aren't getting along, or I get married, I have a kid, and me and the mother get a divorce, or we're just not on the same page, or something happens. Anything can happen. This is life we're talking about. And I know I would be an excellent father because of the stuff that I've been through, the stuff that I was taught, and the stuff that I taught other people. Not necessarily other people. When I was teaching, I had anywhere between like 15 to 20 kids that I had to take care of. And I wanted to leave an impact on them that made them think about, oh man, like, he was such a great guy. He was such a cool teacher. He taught me this, and this, and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, if I can leave an impact on somebody's life and have them grow up and use the things that I taught them, I feel like I've done more than enough. There's days where I have to teach myself, or, get on to myself, because I know better. I know the things that I'm supposed to be doing. It's just a matter of staying on that track and doing it when I'm supposed to, not waiting till the last minute, not procrastinating, not acting as if, I don't have to do it, but knowing that my course is the way it is. So I need to do some things in order to get the accomplishments that I'm looking for. And so when I think about kids and my own children, that's kind of how I want them to think. I want them to have their own mind and their own opinions and their own thoughts as well. But I also want to teach them and train them up in a way that they should go. And for sure, I want them to love the Lord like I do. I want them to go to church, and I can't make them do that, but it would be a choice of their own. I want them to work hard for the things that they want. I could give them some stuff here and there, but I also want them to work for the bigger things that they may want, like a car and, a lot of the bigger stuff. I can't even think of a lot of the stuff. Just going based off of how I grew up and, things that I wanted. It's just about, game systems. I want them to work and have a job, something that they love and enjoy. I just want to see them prosper in their own way. I don't want to be a father that's very pushy, very much wanting them to live my life or live a life that I wish I could have lived. No, that's not how I feel like I should be teaching my kids when they're here and they're present with me. And I also want to be with somebody who's on that same page, whether we parent a different way, or she's the good cop, I'm the bad cop, and honestly, I will always be the good cop. I'll never be the bad cop. I'll be disciplining my kids, but I won't be like getting angry and getting mad. Now, best believe you get a spanking, of course. Don't get me wrong. Kids will get a spanking, but I'm not going to be over the top about it. That's just how I feel, man. I just don't understand. And it's not my place to sit here and say I need to understand how people raise their kids, because I have a plethora of people that I know who have children right now, and they're doing an amazing job. Even though I haven't met their children and haven't hung out with them in years, I see the way that they interact with their kid and the things that they do for them on birthdays and showing them love and even showing them off on social media. I feel like that's such a cool thing, because from us being in middle school and high school, we were all kids ourselves. So we were growing and we were learning, we were maturing in different ways and maturing faster than others. And I always thought it was so cool because everybody was on the same page. And then once we all graduated and moved out and did our own thing and are doing our own thing, it's just beautiful to see certain people live their lives a certain way and have a life that they are enjoying and they are proud of and they are continuing to push along. It's a beautiful thing. And there's people that I know that broke up for years and they came back together, and it was like they came back together stronger and more stable, more in tune, more as one. It's just, I don't know. I just want to be like that cool dad, that, takes the kids here and gets some pizza and, because it's just something about the little ones. That's when they're cute, right? You can pick them up, you can play with them, you can play with their little toys, you can make babble noises with them, and it's funny because they're just so innocent and young, and they just don't, they just enjoy the presence that you're there. Like, they like the fact that somebody's there and they're quote unquote understanding them, because when babies talk, you don't understand them. They try so hard, and it's so adorable. But sometimes I'd be like, okay, what did you say? I don't know. But you make them feel like you're understanding, so they feel more comfortable with trying to talk to you and being around you. I know for years, my goddaughter Ava loved my Ava bug. Man, that was an interesting experience being a godfather, because it was like I've watched her grow up and I've seen her turn into her own personality. Now she's starting to like music more. She likes Justin Bieber. She likes Taylor Swift. And she likes to color. She just likes a lot. And I think it's so cool to see her and watch her grow up. Who else? Even my godson, Luca, that little guy's getting big. He's a party animal. That guy likes to fight. That guy likes to wrestle. He's very much into wrestling now. I blame his mother. Blame his mama. Because I blame you. My niece and my nephew, they're getting big, even though I don't get to see them at all. Like, it kind of sucks. I wish I could see them as much as I used to when they were younger. But, life takes over. You have your own responsibilities. You have your own life that you have to live. And it's hard to make time when you don't have the time. Work is so consuming and it sucks. But you have to try to make time for the people that you love and the people that you want to be in your life. And then my other godson, Aiden, he's getting big. His mom's constantly working, but he makes sure that at his age, he loves on her and gives her as much attention and love as she deserves, because she works hard. She's a super working woman. She just does a lot. Between his mom and Ava's mom, they I love them with all my heart. They've been a part of my life for many, many, many years, and the fact that they made me a godfather to their children just means more to the world, to me, than anybody will ever know. But just to kind of keep on track and stay on subject, I just know that one day when I have a kid, it'll be the coolest thing in the world, because you never know what it's gonna be like until it actually happens. And then once it actually happens, you notice a switch and a change in your life, and you notice how you grew up, and you want to give them a better life when you were younger, so that way when they grow up and they live their life, they can say they just enjoyed their childhood and they made so many memories that just lasted forever. And some other things that I don't want my kids to ever say or ask me is, oh, when can we have this, or are we gonna be okay? I don't want them to ever ask me that. That's why I work so hard and do what I do, because I want to give them a life that they deserve and that they cherish and they enjoy for as long as they may live. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all the parents out there. Y'all are doing an amazing job. Keep focused on your kids. Love your kids as much as you can. Give them the love and joy that they deserve. Even if there may be some trauma in your life and things that you dealt with in the past, don't let that stop you from creating a better life and a better outcome for them. Because no matter what, they are a spawn of you. So just be there. But yeah, kids, one of these days, man, I'm a have me a little stinky butt running around here, clinging onto my leg, stinking up the room with his diapers and her or his diapers. And maybe one day I will fall in love. I'm not in a rush to fall in love. I don't desire to fall in love. It would be so cool. It would be so cool to fall in love. But it's just so hard, man. My trust is very thin. And a lot of y'all out there y'all just me out. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all really get on my nerves. I be trying to be a good man and treat women with respect and show the utmost, appreciation for somebody's presence. But y'all be trying me, bruh. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all be trying me. I ain't dealing with it no more. I don't got the time nor the patience. So I'm telling y'all right now, y'all come across me and y'all act like y'all like me and then y'all treat me different, oh, I promise you, that'll be the last time you heard from me. I promise you that. I ain't gonna cuss you out. I ain't gonna throw nothing at you. I ain't gonna hit you over the head with a pillow or throw a cupcake at your nose. I just don't have the patience for it. So if you don't hear from me, you know why. But yeah, man, eventually I will fall in love. It's just, he's making me be patient. He's telling me I have to wait. So I have to wait. There's nothing I could do. I wish I could, but I'm not going to disobey the Lord. That's not my job. I refuse. I won't do it. You can't make me. But yeah, man, I just say all that to say that just show love for your kids. Just build that foundation with them, even with your partner, whoever it is that you're dating. Just grow and build that cement so that way your house can be stable and strong. And if there's fighting going on, put God first in it. Talk it out. Work it out. Be willing to communicate with each other so y'all can be on the same page and love each other how y'all used to when y'all first met. It's all about balance. It's all about putting in the work to make the relationship work. Once you figure out that and once you find that spark, the rest is history. And I promise you, the bond is unbreakable. But now that we got that all out the way, let's get into this studio assess. Haven't been really listening to no new music lately. I'm, like I stated before, and I've told y'all, I am not a fan of a lot of this new music. Never been a fan. Some of the stuff is just not good to me, and a lot of my friends are like, you just don't know good music. It's not that I don't know good music. It's just I refuse to listen to the crap that's being put out. I'm gonna just tell you that. Real spiel. And a lot of it is like, people don't realize, like, some of the stuff that is going on in the industry, and the industry has been bad for a very, 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 very long time. But some of the stuff that they put out is super, like, just, if you listen to the wrong stuff, you're gonna find yourself in a place you don't want to find yourself in. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I just can't listen to some of this stuff. It's like every time I turn around, somebody talking about their butt, somebody talking about their private parts, somebody talking about money, and there's never anything realistic. Never. It's been like that for years. Even before I was born, it's just all the same. It might be worse now than it was when I was born. But even still, it's just like, oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I just won't. That's why I stick to what I listen to now and listen to all the older stuff. Shout out to my mama, because she put me on R&B. You know what I'm saying? Prince, Michael Jackson, Music Soul Child, Lauryn Hill, Mary J. Blige. The list goes on and on and on. So I'm not going to say it again. I ain't listening to nothing, this new stuff. I don't want to. Let's jump into movies and friends. So, Netflix just dropped a new series called Starting Five, starring LeBron, Sabonis, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, and Jimmy Butler. And I have to say, I watched that whole thing last night. That's probably one of the better shows I've seen in a long time. And I'll tell you why. Almost all those dudes have kids. Not almost. They all have kids. And between them having kids, being in the NBA, and their outside life, they deal with so much stuff. It's insane to just witness and see them constantly go night in and night out to play basketball, and then go home and be a father, and then go to practice, take care of their bodies. It's just like, it's amazing to me because, like, for example, LeBron, the man's 39. He'll be 40 this year. He's done so much stuff to his body. Like, I can't even tell you everything that he's doing to it. And it's not even nothing. It's nothing like surgery-wise or anything like that. But the amount of work that he put into his body, it's amazing to me. And it makes so much more sense why he's so athletic and still able to do the things that he does, because he's just, like, you just look at him and he's just, every time he's blocking somebody, he's dunking, he's jumping in the air like he's a maniac. And it's like, bruh, sit down somewhere. Ain't you 40? It don't matter. I'm telling y'all, once y'all watch this, y'all are going to understand what I'm talking about, because it's just like, it's crazy to me. It is insane. And it makes so much sense why he's been in the league for so long. And even without all that stuff, the outside stuff, it makes me think about how I want to be when I get older. Even though I'm not, a basketball player and things like that, I still want to take care of my body. I still want to be a great father. I still want to be a great person. It's just people don't respect him enough and give him the love that he deserves. But once he's gone, y'all going to be mad. Y'all be like, oh, I should have gave him his flowers while he was in the NBA. Yeah, no duh. But y'all want to be hating on him and this and that. Oh, he's not Jordan. Oh, he's not Kobe. Of course he's not. He's LeBron freaking James. He's not going to be Jordan or Kobe. He's in his own lane. I ain't going to say that again. But yeah, like the rest of them, Jason Tatum, he was getting hated on all the time. But what'd he do? Won a championship and balled out for his team. They said he couldn't do it. What happened? What they going to say now? Jimmy Butler, this dude played through a messed up MCL. You know how hard that is? Sabonis, most double-doubles in the league. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's be for real. Anthony Edwards, dude's like in his second or third year in the NBA, and he's balling out. Y'all just got to watch the show. That's all I can say. Just watch the show, man. And you'll understand why. That's it. But But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for showing up every week. Thank you so much for showing me so much love and appreciation and just grinding with me. I didn't put my Discord in the link last time. I think I did, but I will. Also, if y'all can, just donate to the Ko-fi. I'm trying to get this PC built. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected and that I wanted it to, but, you know, things are a process, so I can't really rush a process. But I'm going to get out of here. I'll see y'all next week. I'll see y'all in the next video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Yeah, we rolling, we doing our thing. Hey, bad little shawty, she looking for me, but I gotta keep a low profile, can't get exposed.